Hey guys, how's it going? Well, we're going to jump right into it. I got a ton of stuff to talk about, and how fast I talk and how little I put filler words in will determine how long this video is, or if I get to everything. So, to start off, weight loss. I'm going to jump right into it. I have had a tremendous week on weight loss. It sucked at first. I thought I was in a stall. Maybe 3-4 days into the week, I was still looking at maybe I had lost 1 pound, I think, by Sunday, we'll say. So I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to lose weight. But then every day after Sunday, I was losing pounds. And so now I am 342, which is 128 pounds loss. It's a 5 pound loss from last week. And, da-da-da, it's 117 more pounds to my goal, which means I'm well on my way to my goal. And so that's really good. The big goal that I have right now is I want to be in the 200s by my birthday, which is on June 4th. That would be huge for me. That's about roughly around 3 months away. And yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, it's been at least 15 years since I've been in the threes. And so, or the twos. It's been since I've been in the twos. I think that's pretty doable. I really do think that's doable. We'll see. We'll just see. Moving forward, so these might be repeats, but I think I told you about my pants. I had ordered 52s. Well, I had to order 50s because I'm a smaller size. So the 50s are on their way. I went ahead and sucked it up and just bought them. So that's great. Clothes-wise, I'm fitting so nicely. I had a great week this week at church. I see that there was a girl that came to my church that used to go to my church in the old days, and they were visiting for some reason, her and her husband, and they were dropping their kids off to daycare, or children's church, I think is what we call it. And so I was dropping off my daughter, and she saw me, and she actually went, "Staley?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you look great." And I'm like, "Thank you." And it felt really good. And because especially I think that day I hadn't really lost. I'm like, I'm in a stall. And anytime I'm in a stall, I'm kind of like, I feel fat and everything again. So, yeah, I'm not so fat. I mean, a lot of people were just like, you look like a totally different person and everything. And I didn't really think about it, but I came home that night and I looked at some of my old videos, like before I had surgery, and I'm like, I didn't have a neck, and it was just like a round head sitting on top of a round body. It's just absolutely crazy. And so I realized I hadn't taken, I've taken 1 month, 2 month, 3 month pictures. I didn't take a 4 month picture, and actually tomorrow or the next day, I think Friday. Friday um, is my surgiversary, my 5 month surgiversary. So I took some pictures, and here they are. Pretty awesome, huh? Also, I took some pictures of me wearing the shorts that I wore to the hospital. And so here they are. Pretty awesome, eh? um, so, Smiley Cat 81, burger free. I don't know the last little numbers there. I didn't do my research. She's having her surgery today, or tomorrow, or she had it yesterday. I always make these videos on Wednesday, so it always confuses me because I forget you're not seeing them till Thursday. And so, yes, she had her surgery on Wednesday, which will be tomorrow, or yesterday, when you guys see this video. So, very happy for her. Some other people are getting theirs. I just really, I think she's a really sweet girl, and I don't know. I just, there's something about her that is kind of like, I'm really rooting for. A little extra than I root for other people. but I'm really rooting for her. So I'm really excited about her getting her surgery and everything. So yay for her. Usually I don't do those kind of things because there's so many people getting surgery right about now. Time to get serious. This sucks that I have to do this. There's an issue. There's a problem. And I need to be honest with you about it. Because I want to talk about it openly because a lot of things happen after you've had surgery. And so for you guys that are just had surgery or if you're going to have surgery, listen up. One of the things that we're kind of warned about is that um, a lot of people, when they have weight loss surgery, they kind of give up an addiction for another addiction. And for me, I was kind of like, well, I see that, but I just have such hardline stance against addictions. And I used to be addicted to everything under the sun. After I became a Christian, I really started fighting the uh, the addictions that kind of held me back and just pulling off that weight and getting rid of it. And so I actually got to the point where I started walking other men through addictions and everything. And so it kind of became what I was known for, was helping people through addictions. For me, I just, it just was a non-issue for me. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give up this food stuff. And when I give up this food stuff, it's going to be like, woo, there's no issues. Well, something has crept up. And I want to be honest about it. I really want to be honest with you guys. I want to be honest with my friends, my family, everybody. And so I'm just going to tell you the story, and bear with me. I always had a rule. People that knew me knew I had a rule, and I think it was an addiction rule. I've always had issues with medication, mainly pain medication. I was never a big fan of it. In my house, my mom, she was a nurse for like 30 plus years, and she wasn't just an RN. She had like multiple advanced degrees and stuff like that, and she was like the mega nurse. And so she would get what she got from the doctor, and then she would just kind of store it. And when anybody got sick, it was like she had the pill for you. And so uh, yeah, I don't remember having to go to the doctor much because I always had the medication for the symptoms I had. And as I grew up, I kind of had an issue with that. And so then it really took a head about 9 years ago. It's been 9 years in June. My mom passed away. And it was really just out of the blue that she passed away. One of the things that we found was my dad. My dad is very sick. He's always been a very sick man ever since I was like 14. And so, which I've talked about that in the past, in some past videos. And so my dad, he has like a bag full of pills that he has to take. And so he had brought his pills with him. They were in Nevada visiting my other sister. And he had brought his pills, and my mom was having some issues. And she, sometime during the night, had decided to get some pills and take care of her issue. The problem was, and now this is not the cause of her death. It's not the official cause of her death. The official cause of her death was kidney failure and congenital heart failure. So, but they could not figure out what was going on with her. I mean, they were trying to save her life for almost 24 hours, and they just couldn't. They just didn't know what was going on. And my dad said when he got back to his room, he had found tons of medication, like kind of spilled out on the floor. And he knew that my mom had gotten some medication, and there's a possibility that she accidentally took the wrong pills. She wouldn't have done it on purpose. That wasn't the issue, and this isn't meant to even say anything bad about my mom, because my mom was a wonderful person. But there's a possibility that I've always thought there's maybe a possibility that she made a mistake and took the wrong pill. And so we don't know. We don't know. But I've had very much a hatred of pills since that situation. I don't really talk to anybody about it. No one knows, not even my wife. But yeah, so when doctors would give me pain meds or something like that, I'd go in and, I hurt my foot. I broke my foot once, and so they give me pain meds, and I'd just be like, yeah, okay. I'd take enough when I actually had the pain, I would take it. But if I didn't have pain, or if I thought the pain was tolerable, I didn't take it. I was done with it. And so, yeah, I had surgery. As you guys know, I had weight loss surgery, right? They sent me home with this giant, massive bottle of hydrocodone. And I am a sissy when it comes to pain. I mean, I get a cold, and I'm like on the couch, like, I have to do me. I'm sick. My wife gets a cold, and she's like, got a kid on each hip, and cooking pancakes and doing paperwork, and I mean, she's like unstoppable. Me, I get a cold and I am shut down. Like, we need to hire a nanny to come in and take care of me, and then another one for the kids. Like, I'm dead to the world. So my pain was pretty severe for me after my surgery. I couldn't, move my arm without whimpering. And so I took my hydrocodone. I took it good. And then on top of that, if you remember, for like the first 2 to 3 months, I slept on the chair in my basement. And it sucked. It's so uncomfortable, and it hurt, and just, it was terrible. But it was better than laying on my bed, because I could not lay out flat. And so I got to where to sleep through the night, I would take some hydrocodone. Well, if you remember, I had kind of a complication, just a little pain from when I started doing light exercise and stuff like that. I kind of pulled something in there, and they gave me hydrocodone. But when they gave me hydrocodone, they sent me home with like massive bottles of it, of liquid hydrocodone. And I got to where I was like every night taking it. And right at the end, maybe the last couple days I had it, it had actually almost gotten to the point where I was double dosing it, but I had like almost grown an immunity to it. I mean, it was that bad. And so I stopped doing it. Well, because I was out of it. I still would do it, but I was out of it. And so that first night without it, I was like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I think in my head, I was thinking I had this massive pain, which I really didn't have massive pain. I just wanted to fall asleep. And I was still sitting in this chair, and I just wanted to fall asleep. And so what I did was I did an internet search and found out that it's okay for us to have NyQuil. If you guys haven't taken NyQuil, by the way, whew, it's like 10 times more potent than it was before. But I took some NyQuil and zonked out and went to sleep. And so it's like, okay, so I started taking NyQuil a lot. And anyways, just push comes to shove, we'll just fast forward real quick, and it comes to the point where I'm taking Tylenol PM at night. I'm doing everything. I will not go to sleep without taking a pill or something. It got worse. My wife actually found a bottle of hydrocodone that she had been prescribed maybe a month or so before my surgery. And she's like, hey, do you want these? And it was like regular pills, but I'm like, yes, of course I do. And she's like, okay. She's like, because for her, she's not helping me. She had no idea that I had an issue. As you can see, I'm having an issue. And she had no idea that I had an issue. So it's not her fault at all. She really thought I was in genuine pain. And she started, so she wanted to help. So she gave me these pills, and I took them. And then one day, there were a full bottle of pills. Maybe there was like 30 pills in the container, and maybe 1 or 2 were gone. And I was taking them two every night. And I got to the point where I think I got down to 4 pills left in the bottle. And she goes, hey, stop taking my pills. They're almost gone. Aren't you taking a lot? And I'm like, yeah, but I had the pain. And which I do have pain. I'm not going to like totally say, oh, okay, I don't have any pain. I do have pain. My leg is still completely and totally numb, and if you touch my leg, it hurts. and it's a complication from the surgery. It's the way they sat me, or being in the bed, or sitting for so long. I don't know, but from the day I got put in the hospital, I have not been able to feel the top part of my left leg. And my surgeon doesn't want to do anything with it until I'm 8 months out, because he thinks it's just going to naturally go away when I lose weight. Part of me thinks that he's just kind of like hoping it goes away because he has no idea what it is. And then I get headaches, and so I don't know. But anyways, but my wife was like, "Stop taking my pills," and so I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "And I got good news." I was like, "What?" She's like, "If you want them, you can have these." She threw a bottle at me, and I actually had the bottle right here, hydrocodone, and yeah, they expired. Hey guys, so the video stopped right there, and I just committed the cardinal sin of video making, and I deleted my original. So I always have to convert my video from an MP4 or .mov over to an AVI file, because my program that I use will not accept MOVs, and so I can't edit the video until I convert it. There was an issue in the conversion. I didn't look at the video before. Everything was going fine. I was actually halfway through my last take, and I deleted the videos. And almost the moment I deleted the last video, I noticed that the video had frozen on my screen, and so I have no files to fall back on. So I'm just going to try to finish up here. So that bottle had expired last year, and I still took those pills. There was 90 pills in there. It's a 90 pill container. I think there was like 3 missing, maybe. I finished that bottle off, and that's when I had this like epiphany realization that it's kind of like in the movies when there's a like when there's like a mystery movie, and the lead detective all of a sudden like has this flash and puts all these things through the whole episode together, and is like understands who did it and how they did it and everything. I had one of those moments. I was sitting in the couch, or on the couch on Friday, and I was contemplating going to the doctor and telling the doctor that I was having extreme pain so I could get more pain meds. And as soon as that happened, it was like God just opened my eyes. And I just had all these flashes, and I remembered that, an hour before I go to bed, I get a headache. And I want to take care of that headache. I sit every night. I told you last video, I sit every night, and I watch your videos. For the people that subscribe to me and I subscribe back, I watch your videos right before I go to bed. Well, usually I'm popping my pills and drinking my water then, and it feels weird if I'm not popping my pills. And so I've really struggled. So just to let you guys know, basically the short and skinny of it is I'm on track now. I looked at what would I have other guys do in a scenario like this, and I took all those scenarios. This video is a very serious video for me. This is a part of my accountability. I am shouting it out to the world of what my problem is, so that I can have full accountability, and anyone in the world has the right to ask me now, have you continued this cycle? And I have consequences set up, things that I'm going to have to pay to do if I fail. Setting up my consequences has always been a very good thing, and so I've set those parameters up. I've set up my accountability. I've brought my friends into it, and everybody knows now. And well, after this video, everybody will know. My wife knows. She's being very supportive. She's asking me consistently, have you taken pills tonight? I wish I could say that I have been clean since that Friday. but clean. I don't know. It's weird, but it's been 2 days. It's been 2 days. Today is Thursday because I'm doing the video on Thursday. And so when Wednesday night or Tuesday night and Wednesday night, I went to bed with no pills. Tuesday night was terrible. I was up until 3 something in the morning, and then last night I think I rolled around in bed until about 1:30, and I think I was able to finally fall asleep. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I want to take the pills. Not because I'm. It's kind of funny. Addiction is weird. You can't always just say that it's um, like for me, I'm not. I'm not addicted to the way the pills make me feel. I'm addicted to the results, meaning I fall asleep and have a great night's sleep and get a full night's rest. That's what I'm addicted to. And I don't. I've like lost trust in my body to be able to just sleep. And so it's time to change that. It's time to change that. So this is accountability, and just like a weigh-in now, I'm going to try to remember to always tell you guys how I'm doing with this, and you guys have every right. And this is true. I don't care. I don't care if you've never responded to one of my videos or anything. You have every right to ask me at any time, how are you doing, and I will be forthright and honest with you. Um, when it comes to fighting an addiction, the only way you win is by being honest. And so it's always a losing scenario when you try to hide stuff. So I'm not trying to hide anything. So that's what this video is just like proof of. I'm exposing this to the world. There's a lot of shame involved in this. The person I chose to go to on Sunday and confess this to and have prayer for after church was actually a person that I walked through addictions with. Like, I helped him with his addictions. And so I thought that was very appropriate. I thought that was very appropriate to go and to humble myself in that way. And I feel humiliated through this whole situation. I really do. I mean, you guys, there have been so many people that send me messages and comment about how inspiring I am and everything else, and I go and do something like this and it just blindsides me, and I feel like I've let you guys down, and I'm really really sorry about that. So yeah, forgive me. It's really I want to be the person that I am, and a person I was created to be, and I want to be a man of character. And I exposed a character flaw. I'm glad I exposed the character flaw because now I know how to work on it. But yeah. So please don't unsubscribe to me. Feel free to, like I said, ask me anytime. If I forget it in a video, call me out for it. Call me out for it, and I will post it either on my page, on my channel comments, or I'll make a quick video, or I'll just comment back to you. It will be in there somewhere. I will somehow let you know. If I make the mistake of not letting you know on a weekly basis how I'm doing, then I will. And just to let you know, around here, it's a daily thing. You know, I have people that I will call at the drop of a hat and let know that if I'm struggling or anything. Even my wife knows that if I'm struggling with this, I am to wake her up if she's already asleep, or to tell her, like, hey, I really want to take a pill right now. And she will help me through it. And so, yeah. So, all right, guys, well, I'm going to let you go. This is probably a 20-something minute video, and I really apologize about that, too. I just needed to do this. So, thanks so much, and love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.